go outside? Well, good morning, friends. It has been quite a morning. After I fed the dogs and let Bo out, I went out and did chores. I was going to film it, but I had to take Olivia to work today, and we were running a little bit late, and so I didn't have time to do that. Plus, the weather is just crappy. It's just crappy. I woke up with sinus pressure and pain and dizziness, so it's going to be a wonderful day. I'm sitting here drinking my tea out of my new mushroom mug, and I just spent the last 20 minutes trying to figure out how to use Google Lens to identify a plant, one of my house plants. It's a succulent, and I didn't know the name of it. And Percy has been pulling bits off of it and chewing on it. I don't think he's been eating it, but I've been finding the little leaves. Well, you can't really call leaves. Succulents don't have leaves, but the little bits of it laying on the floor, and I didn't know what the name of the plant was. So I finally figured out how to do Google Lens, and it's sedum, S-E-D-U-M, and according to the American Kennel Club, sedum is not poisonous to dogs. Thank goodness, because I'm like, oh my goodness, he was chewing on this plant. I do have some house plants that can be toxic, and I've kept them up out of his way, but this particular plant, it's actually hanging above, I can't show you, I don't think, right up there. I don't know if you could see that. I'll have to take a picture of it later. But anyway, that was frustrating because I've used Google Lens before, but not very often, and I just could not remember how to use it. So that took me forever to figure that out. Today I have plans to deconstruct my Easter decor. I don't have a lot, but I do want to get it put away, and I pretty much have redone most of the centerpieces and things that had Easter decor in it, but I have a couple of other little things I want to do, but I do want to get all the Easter stuff put away. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do today. The stupid headache and sinus pressure that I'm having is not fun, and every time I tip my head back to look up, I get dizzy, so that's fun. So anyway, I'm going to finish my tea. I'm probably going to try to exercise a little bit, and then we will get on with the day. I am sure that this vlog will not be as long as my last vlog, and also on that note, I wanted to thank everyone for all of their birthday wishes, and I am apologizing because I am so behind on responding to comments. I really need to set up a schedule to do that because I love getting your comments and I read every single one of them, but it takes me probably sometimes a week to 10 days to get back to you, so I really apologize about that. But anyway, let me finish my tea and we'll see what this day brings. I am really dragging today. My head is really full. Makes me kind of lightheaded. Makes me get a little miserable, but I got stuff to do. I can't mope and just sit on the couch like I want to. I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna get this room straightened up a little bit. My bed made, and I've got to clean out my refrigerator. It is so full. of who knows what. So I'm gonna get this bed made, and then I'm gonna get that refrigerator cleaned out. And I think I'm gonna make ham and beans for supper with the leftover Easter ham, and so I gotta get that in the crock pot. So let's get moving. Hopefully, even if you're not feeling very well today, hopefully this video will motivate you to do something, even if it's just piddling around the house. Got the fridge cleaned out, and I'm gonna get these ham and beans going. This is the bone from the ham we had for Easter. It's got left quite a bit of meat on it, and then I've got some ham in here left, which I'm gonna save some of this for sandwiches. And I'm going to chop some of it up, put in the beans. So I've got this big chunk of ham. I'll cut some of the fat off of it. Oh, the dogs smell ham, so they're going to be under my feet in here. So how do you guys use up your Easter leftovers, or any of your holiday leftovers? To be honest, when we have turkey, like for Thanksgiving, the turkey is pretty much gone within like 2 days of Thanksgiving, because my family, especially my husband, loves turkey so much. So I don't have issues with that. He really likes ham too, but he can't eat as much ham in one go because it's salty. Percy, get down. Get down. And so he doesn't eat as much ham in one sitting. He eats turkey like crazy. I am really struggling with this stuffy head, and my ears keep popping today. I've taken some medicine. I took some Tylenol and a sinus decongestant and half of a Dramamine, because Dramamine, the Dramamine that has meclizine in it, because meclizine is the active ingredient that helps with dizziness. The trouble with meclizine is it makes you drowsy. So I only took half a tablet, and then I put some essential oils in my diffuser for decongestant, and then I rubbed some peppermint and essential oils with a carrier oil on my sinuses. So tell me, is there anything else you guys do when you have a bad sinus congestion and headache? What do you take that will help with pressure in your head and dizziness? Because man, this is really aggravating me today. All right, I'm putting some dehydrated onion in. You can put fresh, but my son, who loves ham and beans, like his favorite dish, can't stand big chunks of onion. So I use the dehydrated kind because they're minced really, really finely. And then I'm going to put some garlic in. About a teaspoon of garlic. And then I use pinto beans. Sometimes I use Great Northern beans. And I just use the canned. Now, my mother, she used to do ham and beans quite often when we were kids growing up. And she would get the dry beans and soak them and cook them. And it was like a 2-day process. And I don't have time for that. Time or patience. I don't have patience mostly. Mostly no patience. So I got a big can of pinto beans and a small can of pinto beans. And this is enough for us to have for supper tonight, and then Scott to take in his lunch tomorrow. But we won't have a ton of leftovers. The whole family loves ham and beans. I love it. Everybody loves it. But myself and Olivia, we cannot eat very many of these. We can eat a small helping of them tonight, and then that's it. We can't eat them more than one day in a row, or it really, really, really messes with us. So I don't make a huge heaping pot of pinto beans. If Olivia and I could both eat them in excess or a normal amount, I would probably put another small can of beans in here. But like I said, we just can't. As much as we love them, we cannot. We have to just eat a small helping. And then lastly, I throw some bay leaves in there. It adds some flavor, and I've also heard that it helps eliminate the gas problems that some people get when they eat beans. So that's it. I've got it in my crock pot. I'll let this cook for several hours, and then I will take the rest of that meat off the bone, and I'm gonna make some rice and cornbread to go with it, and that's going to be our supper tonight. It's almost time for Edna to start doing her job, so the only thing you have to do in preparation for your vacuum robot is to get the things out of the floor that could possibly cause a problem. So I'm going to pick up all these toys. I threw the dog beds into the other room, and the problem with picking up these toys is that Mr. Percy doesn't leave them picked up very easily. So, but anyway, we got all this stuff picked up. Now, Percy did bring in a stick, so I don't know if Edna will be able to pick up these big chunks. So I'm going to pick these up. But she swept yesterday and did such a fantastic job. So impressed with that robot. So picking all this extra stuff out of the way just makes her job easier. And I think I got all of the obstacles out of the floor. Now I can definitely feel like sand on my feet. We've been having so much rain that this little booger and his brother are dragging sand in big time on their feet. So yesterday, after Edna got done doing her vacuuming job, there was no sand on this floor. It was so nice. So anyway, when Edna gets started, I will show you what she's doing. She sings a little song before she gets started. I didn't catch that on tape or on video. What did I age myself or what? But she will go for, we'll let her go for about half an hour and then clean out her little hopper thing and let her go for another half an hour, clean it out. And when she's done, after about 90 minutes, she'll put herself back in her dock. So if you hear that sound in the background while I'm videoing, you know what it is. It's Edna doing her job. Over time, she will map out the layout of the room, and so she won't get stuck in things and under things. I see a cord there I need to deal with. I need to get that up off the floor so she can vacuum under the stove. Percy, leave it. Leave it. Percy. He's starting to get used to her, and he's think he's going to leave her alone now. But he's over here messing with by her dock. Get away from there. You see how she can just go right up over rugs, which is really awesome. Oh, now she can see she can get underneath the stove now that I moved those cords out of the way. You gotta move cords so that they don't get tangled. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started getting my Easter stuff put away. I wanna do a completely different arrangement. Well, not completely different, but slightly different arrangement in this basket here. And I wanna get all of this cleaned off of here. I like having a little bit of decor on top of the stand here, but the family gets aggravated because it blocks the TV a little bit. So I am going to go ahead and just take everything off of here. Sadly. I don't really want to, but I will do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff off of here. I brought my totes up. I went ahead and put a couple of chairs up on the table to give Edna a little bit more space so she can get under the table a little bit better. So I don't have a whole lot of space on the table. This is stuff that needs to go to my worms. Put that over here. Unfortunately, those strawberries, we just had too many holidays going at the same time and couldn't eat everything fast enough. Had I known those strawberries were starting to go a little bit off, I would have stuck them in the freezer, but oh well, that's what happens sometimes. My niece Lydia, she handed me this envelope at church on Sunday, and I stuck it in my my Bible, and I forgot about it. And this was actually a birthday card that she painted for me. That is so adorable. And I'm going to try to find a frame, and I'm going to frame it and use it in probably in this display somewhere on my table. Just so cute. you, Edna. Good job. That's how much she picked up. I think she was running for, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. And Olivia cleaned it once. She emptied it once, halfway through her job. So you can see a lot of sand down in there. There's not as much dog hair this time because she swept yesterday and this hopper thing was full of dog hair. So this is going to be so nice to help just keep up with the mess. Just to help keep up with the mess. So nice. It has been probably close to 2 weeks since I redid this entryway, and I am absolutely loving it. And I have not swept out here since the day I did this makeover. And you can see, even though there is some dirt, that's going to be inevitable. I think Bo brings in the vast majority of that. This is so much better than it was. So much better. I mean, yeah, there's still sand, but my goodness, what a difference. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all cleaned and tidied up. And if I only have to clean this area once every week and a half to 2 weeks, that is fantastic.
And this is how our supper turned out. As you can see, I don't have a whole lot of beans on there, mostly ham and rice, and I love cornbread. And so this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this video today, friends. I hope you enjoyed this day in my life. It was just an average day, except for that stupid headache that I think I've talked about too much in this video. But I have to say that by the middle of the afternoon, my head was feeling a lot better. So it's just this yucky weather. I'm just going to have to keep taking my sinus pills till the sun starts to shine again. All right, friends, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll talk to you all later. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye, friends.